Hey everyone, it's Thursday. Let me tell you what I did today. I got up and I started cleaning up. I ran the dishwasher, did some of my sister's laundry, which I gotta go do and check, and put some laundry away, and did a few things on the computer. Watched a little bit of TV with my sister and Julia, some of her shows. Julia was watching Sesame Street, and a few other shows that came on after it, Clifford, and we got ready for the day because my sister had the day off and decided she was going to take us out for lunch. So we decided we were going to go to Arby's, and because I checked the mail, we had missed the bus, but it wasn't that big of a deal. We just walked up and caught the 12. And then this girl who lives in our area, we found out, we went to high school with her, Tara. She got on the bus, but we didn't speak to her or anything like that. You know, we just keep our peace and go our ways. But our other bus was already at the mall, and by the time we got off the bus, it was gone. So we went inside the terminal and kept cool until the next bus came. And we had a nice lunch, and not long as we were there, Brian came in to say hello, because he had just got off the 1 and was on his way to work. And so he came in and said hello, and then he walked up to work, and we finished our lunch, but my sister had a headache. And so she said she took a liquid gel pill to help her headache, but when we were finished, we just headed home, and now she's sleeping. I grabbed myself a nice bath shower. Julia changed into some comfortable summer pajamas, and she's watching TV, and I cleaned her feet because her feet were dirty from her shoes. And so now I'm doing this video. And I'm actually going to check out some videos here and see if I can get caught up. And eventually I'm going to make dinner. Tonight we're just going to have breakfast for dinner. I'm going to make some potato patties, bacon, some eggs with cheese. And yeah. I was going to make biscuits, but I don't have the pancake mix that has the recipe on the back that tells you how to do it. And then I started thinking, you know, with everything else I'm going to make, that would be a little too much. If I didn't make eggs, then I'd say, okay, sure. Or if I wasn't making potato patties, then I'd say, okay, sure. The temperature's sitting at 30 right now. I'm going to watch a few videos, get as far as I can, then I'm going to start making dinner. We found out Jason has tomorrow off, and he's working Saturday, so I don't know what my sister's plans are going to be, whether she's going to come with us to Amanda and Kevin's, or if she's just going to stay here. And then, as I mentioned, she's working Sunday, and then Jason's going to go to his grandma's and help out with flipping the mattress and defrosting her freezer and I guess hanging up with her. And then they're going to wait for Pam to get off work and get over there and have some Kentucky Fried Chicken. So that'll be cool. And then it'll just be the 3 of us for dinner here. What else can I tell you? It's beautiful outside, other than the fact that it's hot with the humidity. I'm drinking my water. Oh, I redid my answering machine. Sometimes I don't like the way I sound on the answering machine. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do it again. And I listened to it. It sounds pretty okay. I think I might listen to it again. And then, you never know. But, what else can I tell you? Oh, Brian, oh, I dropped these papers there. Okay. Brian printed out these papers because, apparently, for Peel, we live in Brampton, in Peel, in the Peel region, and, we're going to, I'm crossing my fingers, I'm really, really hoping, we're applying for a grant, and if this doesn't work for us to get a home, okay, let me just give you a rundown of what the problem is. Brian has a good job. He's been out of bankruptcy for quite some time. Okay, so the bankruptcy is not a problem because he's been discharged from both bankruptcies, and that's over with. Now, he was told that he could get a mortgage by himself. The only problem is they don't do zero down anymore. Something to do with things that have happened over in America affected Canada somehow with this zero down. And also with the fact that Brian had went bankrupt and he had bad credit. So they told him to get a secured credit card, which we have. Now we've been doing really good with it. We have it at the amount that we could afford, and we're using it, we're paying it, and we're doing good. So we don't want to get more of a credit limit than we can handle because we don't want to get ourselves in more trouble than we need to because we've already been down that road, you know. So anyway, now we have to come up with a down payment. And a lot of you know how hard it is to come up with a down payment when your spouse isn't working overtime or getting some extra work. And different little things come up, and we have to use the money that we're saving for that. So we're going into this option hoping that we'll be able to get a grant. We'll be on a waiting list. Brian's going to be going into this on his own with a little bit of my help, but, you know, my problem is I have the excellent credit, but I don't have a job. And I have to thank Brian for helping me with that. Also, our second option excuse me there. Our second option is to get a loan and see if there's a way to get the loan incorporated with the mortgage to see, yeah, hi, you can have your drink. See if we can get the mortgage payment included with the loan payment. Like if we were able to get a loan, have it included with the payment with the mortgage, which would work out pretty good for us to be able to pay it back along with the mortgage or whatever. But we're using all our options and we're opening as many doors as possible. This is some soon. You know, we're not giving up our hope and stuff. We just figured that if we had a mortgage and we weren't paying rent, like, see, we're paying oodles of money to live with. And I have to agree with Kelly that it's great to rent in the sense that if your fridge or stove, or if you have a washer and dryer in your place where you rent, it is the landlord's job to replace it and fix it, and it's not your job. But you have to understand the amount of money that we pay here. We could use that money and be putting it towards a house. Now, we qualify for a condominium or a townhouse. We don't want to go anything more than that because that's going too far into our budget and just being crazy. So we want to be at something that's comfortable for our family. We are possibly looking for a 3-bedroom, possibly 4, with 2 bathrooms and a basement. Exactly like what I live in here, just we don't have a basement here, but we'd have a basement where we live. And wherever we do decide to move, we're going to stay there as long as possible. We're not going to move unless financially something forces us to move or something to do with Brian's job. But other than that, we will be staying put and we will live at the particular location that we choose until our mortgage is paid off. Another reason why it's been a dream of mine is that I can do what I want, in the sense that if I want to get a new fridge and stove, washer or dryer, I can do so. I will be looking for a lot of energy efficient appliances. I will be using all the resources that I can to cut the cost of electrical, and so on. So, the other thing is, where we live here, we have tried 2 years in a row to, 2 different occasions, 2 different years, we have tried to collect rent back on income tax. And we haven't been able to do that because Brian makes too much money and it wouldn't make a difference. Now, that pisses me off. We've worked out, like, right now we're paying $12.12. Okay? So, $1,212. Okay? We don't pay for parking because we don't have a parking spot, which we took that away and we don't pay for it. We don't have storage, which we're paying for. So we're paying $12.12 plus hydro. So, in that sense, that could be a mortgage payment. So we're just going to try to use our resources and do whatever it takes. I told Pam and Jay, as long as they can afford their half of the rent, we will stay here. Until they can't afford their half of the rent or they find that it's too much, then we will have to look for another place. But we're trying to use our resources. We're not going to give up. I know there's hope out there. And we've made it this far, you know. We've lived here 9 years. So the Lord is looking over us, and He is watching us, and He is granting us, and He is providing. So thanks for watching today, and have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. And I'm going to get right on those videos and start watching, because I have quite a few to watch. Take care, and bye for now.